all of my clients and students and parents and stuff, and just the community, to suddenly read my book and go, wow, this person sounds like a lunatic.
Right.
And granted, I don't use lunatic in a mean way. I'm just kind of playing off of that.
Okay.
But for myself, I really did not want to be viewed in a negative light. But at the same time, I wanted people out there to go, oh, this is what this person went through. Maybe that'll lead to different avenues of research.
Mm-hmm. Well, you don't want them to think you were unstable, especially since you teach children. So
yeah, dealing with
you don't want the parents
young children.
To worry. And especially the stigma on mental health. It makes everyone who admits that there's a mental health challenge that they're facing, with all the stigma attached to it, some people will fear that they'll be judged.
A lot of times that was a big concern of mine. And what was interesting is when I actually came forward, a lot of the people that I was working with, a lot of the parents actually are in the medical field. So a lot of them would come up to me and say, this book is about you? And I'm like, that is the biggest compliment you could give me. That's, and granted, I've been, I think, swing free for over 10 years now. So I haven't had a really huge mania or a really huge depression. Now, don't get me wrong, there are rough days. There are rough days for anyone, but compared to where I was at, it's a massive difference. And that's one thing I want everybody to actually get from this, is that no matter what you have, you still can accomplish things. You still can go have a good relationship. Some of us, it takes a lot more work to do that for. And that's why we have help from our therapists, our doctors, our close friends, family. You just find the people that you trust and you feel comfortable sharing with. And I'm even at the point I wrote my first fiction manuscript since I've been stable. And even writing was a lot easier. Mm-hmm. And that one's going to be a fun one because it's got a lot of, I'm trying to think, some mental health themes and some symbolism that's hidden within the book. It reads like a normal fantasy book, but if you're a therapist or somebody else, you'll probably spot some of those things. But again, it just shows we can accomplish a lot if we're willing to manage our stigma, if we're willing to, or not our stigma, but willing to manage whatever we're dealing with, and we get the appropriate help, and we're accepting of ourselves, because every person is unique and special, and they deserve to be respected. And we need more kindness. You see so many people just lashing out, and I've noticed that.
With all this stuff, and we have like 3 minutes, Kirk, so just heads up, but I've known you probably 3 years, and you've never once let me down. You've always been such a good friend, and you're consistent, and people should know that. Just because someone's faced with challenges, mental health challenges, it doesn't make them any less reliable or anything. The stigma attached to mental health is just because of lack of education, I think, and a lack of awareness, and people fear it because, in my opinion, it's from the media and the movies, like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest back in the day, or the insane asylums they would show on television, and people just attribute that and think that mental health is that, and those things don't even exist in the United States, at least. It's not even like that.
Well, Me, Myself, and Irene, that movie with Jim Carrey, where they say he's schizophrenic and it's actually multiple personality disorder, which they've changed the name of that now. But
it's dissociative identity.
Exactly. So I'm like, wait a second. And a lot of people were angry about that when the movie came out. Mm-hmm. And I just remember a few blurbs about it. But there is a lot, whether it's in movies, TV shows, or even people out there that are sometimes spreading the wrong information. And so you always want to be careful in how you research. And that's one reason I always suggest, making sure researching both sides of an issue and kind of coming down to getting all the facts. And then go take all that information to your doctor and discuss it with them so that they can kind of rule out what is feasible, what's realistic, what's not. Because there's a lot out there on the internet at this point in time. So it's always a good idea to double check with the doctor and your therapist and make sure that what you're reading is going to actually help you and not hurt you, whether it's supplements or anything else too. Mm-hmm. But and it's so nice of you to do your show. It's always an honor to be on the show, and I love what you're doing.
Being able to talk to you every week.
Yeah, seriously. So we need to catch up. I've been too busy, which is a good thing, and that also shows people too. You know, I've maintained a steady business, for a long time. So be nice, be kind, and love everybody. And Tiffany, it's always a pleasure.
Thank you so much. And I recommend, if anything you've heard, purchase Chaos to Cured. It's on Amazon, right, Kirk?
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much for being on Moments of Clarity, Kirk, and we'll catch up again soon. And thanks, Ed, for everything. Tune in next week, every Thursday and Friday from 12 to 1 to Moments of Clarity and Eastern Standard Time. And thank you guys, everything, for all your support. And please be kind to yourself, kind to a stranger. You never know what they're going through. Take care.
Many kinds of love you get to define. Find self-love, you're so alive. Now it clicks, moments of clarity. Now I hear moments of clarity. Now I get it, moments of clarity. To yourself be kind, it will please your mind. Hope is following you. Don't abandon yourself.